I'll go. I want to talk about our cat, Alice. She has since uh, died of old age, but this is way back. And she loved the outside. She just adored it. She loved hunting. She loved being out there at night and traveling around through the bushes. It was a jungle to her, but there were bushes. And she came in one day and she was dragging the bottom half of her body and she was meowing really pitifully and just said in cat meows, help, I feel really bad. I really hurt. My legs won't work. My body, back of my body won't work. Um, so we got her on a chair and got her in the bowl. And the bowl said that she had gotten rodent poisoning, mouse rat poison, which some of the neighbors that they just did that all the time because this is a desert and there are rodents out there and they have that opportunity. They'll get into your house. And so their solution was to poison them. But what they don't realize is that the wildlife, like the coyotes or the bobcats or the neighbor's house cat or even the neighbor's dog, is liable to get a hold of that animal and try to eat it or at least get some bites into it. And they end up getting the poison. And so it was mostly arsenic. And we've managed to clear that out. And she was, before we went to bed, she was looking close to normal, tired, worn out, tired, probably a little bit of healing left to go. We don't let those appearances fool us. The bowl says she needs to stay in the bowl. We keep her in the bowl. And of course, she had her own bowl always. That's just that's just the way it is. That being mostly it was broadcasting kind of normal health stuff and counteracting some little things she might run into or anti fleas and other bugs and all that stuff. But we took all that stuff out and put in just the stuff to get the poison out and to heal the bottom half of the body that seemed to have gotten a bigger hit than the rest. And that was a very scary moment for us because um, we really liked Alice the cat. She was very special. But by next morning, she was normal, eating, drinking water, seemed all normal. Uh, what more can you ask? We're always wondering, what would we be like if we never had the bowl? If we, what kind of health problems would we have totally succumbed to by now? Because we've had a doozy list of our own issues and problems. The bowls are great. They're super for detoxing. And both Helmut and I have had a great deal of toxin exposures in our life and a lot of toxins building up in our body, mercury in our teeth, and all that kind of stuff. And the bowl has been a lifesaver. What can I say? Uh, it's not a medical diagnosis. That's just obvious because I'm still here. I'm here and still bowling.
I think that's an important point with our own health. We were still okay, but we were going down like most people getting older and then they falling apart and not have much chance to get better. We feel better now than we did in our 20s. There was one, and all the tired, we had to take naps. I had to take naps. Kay had a time where she couldn't move. She was in so much pain that she could not get out of bed. These were rough times, and it's all just distant memory. One time we had a friend we haven't seen for 10 years, and he ran into us. So we ran into him and said, "You haven't aged."
He was very surprised. He was looking at us as like, "You haven't aged. What's wrong with you?" I mean, he didn't say what's wrong with you, but that was how it came out. That was the expression. Like, this is a big surprise. What have you been doing? Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to add, and we are past an hour. I would like to keep going, but whatever you guys want. But I hope the enormity, the gravity of relief that is being shared and offered, and that you yourself can initiate for yourself comes across, because the stories are how deeply lives are impacted very often, very rapidly. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Kay.
Thank
Thank you, Laura.